Welcome back to another Jeff Reviews for you. And as you saw, we are looking at something that was invented in 1977, and that's not me. It's a safety siphon. You know what? Enough talk. Let's get right into this review. Here we have our safety siphon. I have had this for about 6 months and have just never tried it out to review. So what you have here is you have the safety siphon tube, and this is the 1/2-inch tube, and this retails for right around $17. And we also have the 1/2-inch quarter-turn shutoff that's optional that retails for an additional $10. The safety siphon that I have, the tube is about 6 feet in length. And so the idea is you're supposed to be able to put this in water, shake it a few times, and it creates an automatic siphon. That to me was pretty cool. Look at inside there. It's almost like a marble is in there. I'm very interested to try this out. You know what? I'm excited to try this out to see if it really works like magic. I filled my cooler up here with water, and down on the bottom on the ground there you see a bucket. The key to this is you're supposed to have the place you're transferring the liquid into, in this case water, has to be lower than the source. The directions also tells us to make sure the tube is free of water. I did actually have this in the water, but there's no water in the tube. And then you're supposed to put this end right here inside your water source and just shake it back and forth. They actually say up and down. So let's do that now. Oh, I can see the water moving through the tube already. All right, I hear it. You know, the hose is curled, so it's hard to get it to go straight there, but it is working. All right, let's try this again. This time I have a clamp down there just to hold the tube in place. Let's put it in, shake it back and forth, see what happens. All right, can you see it flow down there? That is pretty awesome. Now, the key is too, you have to make sure this brass end is always submerged, otherwise the siphon will break. Watch. I just broke the siphon. I know what you're thinking. Jeff, of course it's not gonna work if you take the end of the siphon out. That doesn't make any sense. I know, I just wanted to show you. Also, you have to keep this tube below that of the source. If I bring it up here, it stops. Yet if I bring it back down, it'll kick back up again. So tell me, what are your thoughts of the safety siphon? Have you used it? Is it something you were looking into? Let me know down in the comment section below. You know what also though? Let us know down there, what would you use it for? Would you siphon out water or gas or whatever? Let us know down below. Here's our shutoff. As you can see, it's made out of plastic and it's just a quarter-turn shutoff. Let's see if we can get a good view of what that looks like. If we turn it, it just shuts the water off. We turn it back, and there you go. It does have a secure fitting, so when you put the pipe on here, make sure you're ready to put it on there because you cannot get it off without cutting it. Let's install it now. The install is quick and easy. You just stick it right on in, all the way to the end. And like I said before, you're not able to pull it back. Once it's on, it's on. Now that we've proved that this thing actually does work, let's see if the quarter-turn shutoff works. Start the prime. There goes our water. You can see it spraying. All right, for some reason when I put this in there, I put the shutoff on the other side, so let me turn that around. We have this turned up right now. It is streaming. Let's shut it off. All right, we can see that it stopped it. Now here's the part I really want to see. Will this start back up again? Absolutely. That is so very cool. Now we're going to see how fast we can fill up this bucket. The manufacturer says you can fill up 3.5 gallons in 1 minute. Of course, this is a 5-gallon bucket. I know what you're thinking. That bucket has a hole in it. Well, no, it doesn't. This is a bucket I used for my alien seal tape challenge where I was able to tape the holes in this bucket and it still works. Let's hit start the same time we turn this valve on. Ready? Go. We'll see you when this thing is filled back up. As we are approaching the 1 minute mark, that in my opinion does not look like 3.5 gallons. I'm almost halfway filled, so about 2.5 gallons. I should point out, to be fair, none of the hose was kinked at all with the clamps. The clamps are actually on the table holding that in place, so this is able to flow freely. Here we are approaching the finish line. We are almost to the top. I'm gonna wait till it officially spills over before we hit stop. It is moving pretty fast. Let's see, almost there. And I see it dripping. 3 minutes and 21 seconds to fill up a 5-gallon bucket. Boy, does it sure sound like that marble is rattling back and forth. Listen to this. That sounds super awesome. In this video, we are talking about the safety siphon. So what do we think of it? First things first, let's talk about the price point. Who can complain about $17 for a siphon that comes on a 6-foot hose? That's a pretty decent price. Not to mention that barbed shutoff or that quarter turn shutoff, only $10 extra. That's awesome. I also love that it's expandable. You could buy the safety siphon and the shutoff and then connect another tube to that shutoff and run it down for as long as you want, as long as it's below the source water or liquid. That is pretty cool. I did do a check on Amazon to see the reviews there, and it has a 4.6 star rating as per this video with over 2,000 reviews, and most of the people just love the product, and a lot of the people say must have for your toolbox just in case you need it. I should say that this has been proudly made in the USA since 1977. Anyway, that was my full review of the safety siphon. If this is something that interests you, I'll leave a link down in the description. This is Jeff with Jeff Reviews for You. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day. I tell you what, one thing I wish that safety siphon would have sold or included was a hose clip. I could not keep this hose in the bucket because it just wanted to go back and coil. So either get yourself some sort of a hose clip or get yourself some sort of a clamp, because this hose is not very easy to stay in place. I really do appreciate that you stayed around for my entire review of the safety siphon. You know what? It kind of reminded me of another siphoning device that I use called the turbo pump. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna link that review right up here, and I would love it if you would click on this link. And when you do, by the magic of the internet, I'm gonna join you right here. So go ahead, click it. It's safe, I promise.